First of all, Chloe, that was so rude. I was in the middle of figuring out my rap, and my live stream ended. I didn't press anything. You saw. I didn't. Anywho, I'm gonna finish what I started, because I still have one more. Okay, I'm gonna read this one. I might go back to the other one just to try perfect it. But I'm not, we're just gonna have to see. This one doesn't rhyme. I think this one's more of just a stream of consciousness poem. Self-expression, expressing myself for myself to myself. That's why I journaled. That's how I find joy. That's what I can do. That's when I find who I am and where I find who I want to become. But I need help. I need something to scream at, someone to laugh with, somewhere to go for. I need a time to make it. There's some real questions I've been refusing to get into. So I know the answer is significant, and so is the work I put in that I'll have to. And so I have time to make, and I'm finding my energy for it. I grow impatient sitting with this discomfort, and I don't know the first step to approach it. I have choices available, and I'm not totally sure which to take. I won't act impulsively. I just get to act. No, that last line is going to change. Hi, Mommy. Should it be need to get some action or need to take action? Where do you find all these walls to slide down? Why are you sliding down every wall? Where did you get this? You didn't say this before, so where'd you pick it up from? Just getting much needed action. Okay, so that line is truer to what I'm trying to say, but I'm not sure if it goes with the rest of it. Like, I don't know if it flows. There's not really any pattern to it, so I'm gonna leave it as is. Let me try this again. Make things stick this time, not just pretend. Let's try it again. Forcing it to work never made it to the end. Observe last time we went off the deep end and find out what means I can deepen. There was hesitance in there, I'm aware. But that's another one I had. Made it on Saturday, and another one I made on Saturday. I'm beginning to feel trapped in the life I've built here. Once again, for the second time, I'm seriously considering going back home. Maybe as soon as I've turned in. It doesn't rhyme. I'm thinking of ways to make it rhyme. Home, dome, foam, comb. Rome. It doesn't rhyme, I'm not gonna make it rhyme. This is just stream of consciousness, journaling. As soon as I've turned in all my internship hours, I can return. What I will do there is equally as unknown, but I will feel welcome to discover myself again in ways I cannot access right here and now. Oh, this is one I actually shared on Snapchat, which I don't do very often. When I get down, I go looking for what can be found, search in places that haven't made a sound, make up stories where you stuck around. When I get low, there's no saying how far I'll go. How deep the fantasy is created will wallow, never linger too long in paths that followed. When times are sad, I might reminisce over good times I've had, might begin missing my moments gone bad, wonder when new things might come back. Wonder when new things might come back. There's no way to make that flow. Unless I change the flow that I've already. I don't know. We'll see. When I lose sense, I reach for my heart and find a fence. Reach for a vice to retire old evidence. Reach for some peace in current events. When I grow up, I hope to have a pup. I still need a half full / half empty minus the slash. Okay. Half full, half empty cup. I like using slashes when I write, because some words, can be interchangeable. And I like keeping the options open to be read however chosen. Yo, I need to write that. Anyway, I'll still need a half full, half empty cup. Wait, when I grow up, I hope to have a pup. I'll still need a half full, half empty cup, and maybe more life will erupt. I like keeping options open. Interpret written script as chosen. Read up on. Open, chosen. Rosen. Copen. Copen. I like keeping options open. Interpret written scripts as chosen. Read up on all that's kept us hoping. I like keeping options open. I like keeping options open. Interpret written scripts as chosen. Read up on all that's kept us hoping. Ha ha! I'm a genius! I wonder if the camera can see every time I spit. The way this world has me coping. I like keeping options open. Interpret written script as chosen. Read up on all that's kept us hoping. The way this world has me coping. That's kind of cute. I'm sure there's something we can work out there to make it full on bop. But let's go back to the first one I read just to see if I can do it better. Oh, did you hear that? Giving up on, letting down gone, zooming out of space, sky falling from grace. Picture perfect, won't be as we'd expect. Know what's worth respect, protest what don't protect. Pick your poison, prepare them potions, drown noise oceans, commit more poisons. Losing focus, hocus pocus, gain clear conscience, getting through motions. Should it be get through motions? To make it more staccato, bop, bop, bop? Or like, more like arpeggio. Getting through motions. Getting through motions. I don't know. I'll keep it like this for now, just because it could have been a misread as it was happening. But I don't know which one I like more. So, make it make sense. Don't have your pretense. Can tell it's pretend, not take me no offense. Letting loose on the weekends. On weekdays, letting loose on the weekends. On weekdays, diving deep ends. That's how it's supposed to be. But sometimes it does depend on who I keep for my friends. I'm finding out what's reality. Seeking intertwined destinies. Something close to my wildest dreams. Beyond right mind capacities. Mild-mannered policies. Piles of manure property. I think there's one too many syllables in there. Mild-mannered policies. 6. Piles of manure. Piles of manure property. Yep. Okay. Well, easiest way would be to get rid of the of, and then it's piles manure property. Okay, I know just what to do. Pile, singular. Wait, no, singular past tense, so that it rhymes more with mild. Mild, piled. and make property plural. Mild-mannered policies, proud-manure properties, a load lot of bullshit, thinking that'll whip things into fit. Let's work on it. Like that'll whip things into fit. Okay, closer. Closer. Like that'll whip things into fit. Whip up. Like that'll whip up into fit. Okay, cause see, my original thought was like whip into shape. Cause bullshit in shape. Slant rhyme. Or at least the syllables match. Like that'll whip up into fit. Definitely flows better, I think. Mild-mannered policies, proud-manure properties, a load lot of bullshit. Like that'll whip up into fit. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a question. And like a soft burn. Like, you think that bullshit is gonna whip me into shape? You think pulling that is gonna get me to do what you want? Honey! Think again. Okay, the next 4 stanzas are just 2-syllable lines. So simple. Anyone could think of it. And yet, it came from me. It came from me. Lash out. Pass out. Lights out. Time's out. Cash in. Bash in. Thrash in. Traction. Payroll. Center roll. Player roll. Fill a hole. Can't miss. Another day. No risks. Gameplay. That's a breathing exercise, but hype. Speaking of breathing exercises, mindful, controlled hyperventilating, or just like using your diaphragm to take really shallow bursts of breaths, is very helpful for when you're like overstimulated or just feeling overwhelmed and like you have a lot of tension trapped in you and you feel like you want to cry or vomit. Okay, so it took a minute to show up in the people counter, but I don't know if you've been typing comments this entire time, because hi, did you hear what I've been writing, what I wrote? Because I'll say it again for you. I will. Losing focus, hocus pocus, gain the conscience, gain clear. See, the thing about gain clear, it makes me want to say blame here. Mommy, woof woof. Good. You're still watching Harry Potter? Which movie are you on? There's 8 films, right? Are you on the 8th one yet? I haven't watched any of them. I don't plan to. What'd you eat? Tell me what you ate. Did you make it? That'll keep her busy while I continue doing what I'm doing. Letting loose on the weekends, on weekdays having deep ends, or something it does, or sometimes it does depend on who I keep for my friends. Who I'm keeping for. who I keep around for friends. Yo, adding anything to Chick-fil-A sauce. I still have that small bottle of Chick-fil-A. Hold on. I asked my sister a while ago to Postmates me or just food delivery app me some mac and cheese, and apparently Chick-fil-A sells mac and cheese. They're close by. I didn't even know they had mac and cheese. Anywho, she offered to buy me food as a way to, show up and support me. We had this whole conversation, heart to heart, before I moved, and she was like, "If you ever need me for anything, like, even if it's just you want food, and it's too late to go out or something." I love how you notice things I do. It makes me feel special just for doing anything. I love you. Anyway, Chick-fil-A sauce, mini bottle, baby bottle. It's so good to just put on anything. Anything. Am I eating? Yes, I felt that. Today, I identify and resonate with your statement. Because I woke up, ate my leftovers. These are all in my, like, pretty small portions, but just the continuity at which I was eating at today. I don't know. It, like, kind of felt healthy, you know, if that was like a regular thing. But I even had this conversation with Carla that I met last night. She also has ADHD, and we have very similar habits. She gets anxious in social situations as well, which, relieved some discomfort on my end because it was my first time meeting them. They did a lot. Like, the way they spoke to me just really ensured me that I was in a safe space. Like, even with personal space, they were close and friendly, and they were also aware, like, this is just how I am. Is this something you're comfortable with? Like, I just want to make sure you're all right. And both of them speak Spanish, like, conversationally. And so whenever they slipped into a Spanish conversation with their mom, she would even translate to me, and I would feel so engaged and like included. I felt so included the entire night. Even when it got to be a lot more to process than I'm used to handling, I would prefer that over just like being left out. So that was joyful. Oh, they taught me coño. Doralinda. That started playing. Someone in a really cool car, like decked out, like customized, everything. It was beautiful. I think it was a three-wheeler and convertible. Or I don't think it had a roof. But anyway, they were playing Doralinda, na 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 na. They were bopping. And I know that song. So I was like, ooh, okay. And then they were like, you know what they're saying is, that's my best friend and I want to kiss her. Or something along those lines. I don't speak Spanish and I don't have great memory, so I don't know if that's correct. But it's something like that. It's like, oh, okay. And apparently the difference between like plain Spanish that you would learn in school or whatever and the Dominican dialect is that it's faster. Apparently there's a lot more curse words, and like just like gritty, I think was the word she used, if I recall correctly. It is good on sandwiches. I like putting it on burgers, especially dry burgers. Just even if they're juicy, that's good. But mouth-watering. Okay. Oh yeah, you mentioned that your dad has Dominican blood somewhere in there. Yeah, dude. Yes. Yeah. Hmm. I was in the loop. The thing that typically you don't know that you have ADHD until you're diagnosed. Or if now, recently, it's pretty common to see informative and or comedic ADHD content on social media. There's a lot of neurodivergent creators that you might identify with, or you might resonate with their experiences. And, depending on how often you experience some of those, then you could self-diagnose, and then you can talk about it with your doctor and say hey, I've been considering that maybe there is something different happening in my brain than I previously thought. Just bring it up. Just talk about it with a professional. I had a therapist, and I spoke with them, and they're like, the first time they mentioned I might have ADHD and attentive was after I was diagnosed as manic depressive disorder, which is basically an outdated term for a version of bipolar disorder. Supposedly, I've got bipolar 2 disorder, which is a milder version of bipolar 1. It comes with manic and depressive episodes that are shorter and less intense than bipolar 1 episodes. Last night I saw a picture of my older brother with my dad, and our little brother low-key shed a tear too. I got over it and went to sleep. Yeah. I was talking about controlled hyperventilating, or mimicking a panic attack with your breath, with your diaphragm. YouTube isn't our business. Why do you think why else would I get recommended less than a minute of random videos that were posted years ago that I actually thoroughly enjoy? Because they're listening, they're tapped in to our personal devices. It's an efficient business in gathering intel and exploiting it for corporate gain. I'm well articulated right now. I'll go, okay, this might be a normal, every kind of person thing, but I'll go into long periods of not using my voice. Like, not speaking, sometimes not even allowing thought. Yeah, just like do a little research on your own, bring it up to your doctor, share with them what you find. Consider the options, because, you know, if this is something that you really struggle with, then there's medications and there's non-medicated forms of treatment. Don't catch my burp in your mouth, you sick fuck. I love you. You're disgusting. That's why I love you. You're just a disgusting person. My humor appreciates that. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, disgusting bitch. Okay, I don't feel comfortable with how the word bitch came out of my mouth. So, I'm not sorry, but I didn't mean it. Yeah, the breath exercise, the panting. Followed by deep breaths all the way. Don't apologize to me for your expression of joy, okay? Okay. Be an be be an unapologetic bitch. The nails. Oh yeah, I really like this one. There weren't many in the nail size that I needed, so they're just accent nails. But I like it. Especially because I don't particularly love picking just one nail color and texture. Like, I love these jelly nails so much. I think I put these ones on a little crooked. Like, they're slanted a little bit, but I corrected it by the time I got here. And some of them I think I put on top of the cuticle instead of like right up to it. So I don't know if that affects the longevity, how long they last. But honestly, if they start falling off or coming off, I'm probably just gonna like file some of the glue off, put glue on, and then put it back on because I like them. That is until I get sick of having to use my hands with these. Because typing on a keyboard on a laptop is, it's like I either use the tip of my nail or the knuckle. It's not hard to adapt to, but I don't know. I'm very aware of it. Maybe even hyper aware. I think that's part of the fun. It's nice to have little problems like that. Another little problem that is actually slightly bothering me is that I didn't get any pictures last night. Not any in my costume or any with the girls. They got pictures, I think. But I don't have evidence. I have evidence of the train during sunset and it was beautiful, and a Snapchat video of my night raving in the woods. You can hardly see anything. I'm not in it. So that's why I put on the costume earlier, but it's not the same. I'm in an apartment. If I was out and about, there were so many places, like a background. I could, but I didn't. So there's another cute little problem for me to have. Whoops. I contemplated about taking pictures by the train tracks, but it was a little bit creepy, like very much horror movie vibes. And I loved those vibes for the aesthetic. But like pausing, like stop walking, to disrupt our journey to the event for a picture. I mean, it would be okay, but it just didn't happen. So, who gave you the dab emoji? Who gave you slides down the wall? Where did you get these? Are you a sleeper agent? Did you receive information through your brain chip? Huh. I watched Inside Job on Netflix. I binge watched a lot of shows while I was rotting in bed. MIA in bed. Or M.O.N. or M.O.O.N. Moon. Missing out on action. I should name that the title of my thing. Hold on. Okay. You are free to vanish into the shadows. Thank you for joining me. I hope you heard. Did you listen to me reciting my lyrics? Type yes or no. I love you too. You get some rest too. Oh, you did. Okay, yeah, you're free to go. Thank you for coming. Come again soon. I love you. Good night. Crossing bridges, cruise from forest fires, light white stripes, a long crumbled ash, and I'm weightless, so free in moments available to me. Come closer for me, stay, don't make me plead, stay with reality. Stand nearby so I can peek at you in my periphery. I have heard you weep. Tell me what we need. Know just what to see and what to let be. Fierce, fearlessly. Oh my god, singing that kills my throat. I don't know if it's just like not warmed up or not the right note. I don't know how to sing that. I wrote 7 behaviors I will not tolerate in any working environment after realizing and contemplating my boundaries. Using mental health symptoms as slander or stigmatizing mental illness in any way. For example, insulting my work by saying whoever must have typed this is cognitively dissonant, because someone I work with and will have to continue working with got to me. I'll address it. It's occurred to me that I will have to address it. I will get to address it at some point. And yet, I haven't. So, it may or may not come up in the next time I go to the office, which will be tomorrow at noon. Okay, behavior number 2. Being spoken to in a demeaning or rude manner. Being referred to as if I'm not present in the room or talked about while within earshot, because it's happened. Getting held to expectations that are beyond mutual understanding or that haven't been made clear to me in advance. Having blatant, this is 4. Wait, no. 5. Having blatant disregard for work that has already been done. That hasn't happened. I mean, not blatantly, but just having it disregarded or stepped over or unnoticed brought that up in my mind. 6. Interruptions or disturbances while deep into my workflow. It's fine if I'm being talked to or informed of something that's happening. It's not fine when we're in the middle of recording something and it's a stop and go process. And you go off script. For no reason. But ideally, simple tasks like that should happen like clockwork. And I'm not interested in hearing your movie recommendations or song recommendations or your past experiences or small talk, mingling. I'm not interested in that. That's not what I'm here for right now. And my patience is wearing thin. The longer you speak, the longer I am listening to your voice, my patience wears. So how about instead of telling me how great this band you know is, you can help me record your voice. And number 7, unhelpful criticism in regard to the quality of my work. Saying, whoever wrote this, you know what this is? Cognitive dissonance. And I quote, is not helpful criticism. It is you venting on work time. I understand artists of any kind, including vocal talent, are expected to be kind of assholes sometimes. And I can tolerate that for one time occurrence. For a single occurrence. But I will not continue working with someone that brings me discomfort every interaction. Yeah, just 7 simple steps. It's just 7 things. It was time to go. I wanted to leave, for it had to end so suddenly. So suddenly. Now or never, sometime, eventually. This is part of living. Who have I been becoming? If this is what it takes to thrive, take a look at being alive. See how far we've arrived. No, it's not easy just to survive. An effort might get harder for me to provide. Choose what you can live with and be wise. Promises are often nicely put lies. Stay safe. Keep your space. Take care. Take time. Unlearn to hide. Try ride any tide. You decide. Fuck off. Be kind. Let love in. Let love be our guide. And hope for all our minds. Pray to receive whatever it is I'll find. Accept as is as if the future's undefined. Might as well, since every tear has dried. Some wailing weeps are still being cried. Let all fright subside. Left behind all pride to rise. Celebrate free will which does arise. Rest your head, we're in for a ride. Sigh and unwind. Requite each irrevocable right. During, before, after, freeze, fawn, fight, flight. Having known no better than now. Bites. Hardly known I've dealt. Hardly known how I've dealt with such plight. Gotten some signs letting me know it's fine. My own spirits want me back on offline. Given up on, letting down gone, zooming out of space, sky falling from grace. Picture perfect, won't be as we'd expect. Know what's with respect. Protest what don't protect. Protest what don't protect. Picture perfect, won't be as we'd expect. Know what's worth respect. Protest what don't protect. Pick your poison. Prepare them potions. Drown noise oceans. Commit more poisons. Losing focus. Hocus pocus. Gain clear conscience. Getting through motions. Gain clear conscience. Getting through motions. Make it make sense. Don't hide your pretense. Can't tell it's pretend. Not taking no offense. Letting loose on the weekends. On weekdays, diving deep ends. I had it, and then I had it, and then I lost it, and I don't have it now. Letting loose on the weekends. On weekdays, diving deep. Letting loose on the weekends. On weekdays, diving deep ends. Sometimes it does depend on who I keep around for friends. I'm finding out what's reality, seeking intertwined destinies, something close to my wildest dreams, beyond right mind capacities, mild-mannered policies, piled manure properties, a load lot of bullshit, like that'll whip up into fit, lash out, pass out, lights out, time out, cash in, bash in, ration, traction, payroll, center roll, play a role, fill a hole, can't miss, another day, no risk, gameplay. so good. I like that one a lot. Keeping options open. Interpret written script as chosen. Read upon all that's kept us going. I like keeping options open. Interpret written script as chosen. Read upon all that's kept us hoping. Read all. Read. Read out loud what kept us hoping. Yes! Ha! I like keeping options open. Interpret written script as chosen. Read out loud kept us hoping. Reading out loud kept us hoping. Read out loud what kept us hoping. Read out loud kept us hoping. Reading out loud kept us hoping. To be a little grammatically correct, I'll say reading out loud kept us hoping. Reading out loud kept us hoping. Reading out loud kept us hoping. I like keeping options open. Interpret written script as chosen. Reading out loud kept us hoping. The way this world has been coping. Strapped up, rope in. Strapped up, roped in. In the loop, roaming. With my troop, roaming. Like roaming, like I'm roaming. Like the action of wandering around. Roaming. Yeah. I like keeping options open. Interpret written script as chosen. I like keeping options open. Interpret written script as chosen. Reading out loud kept us hoping. Reading out loud. Read out loud, but okay, yeah, read. Just so that the d. I like the staccato for this line. Staccato type rhythm. Okay. I like keeping my options open. Interpret written script as chosen. Okay, I need to put my in the first line. Okay. I like keeping my options open. Interpret written script as chosen. Read out loud, but read out loud. Reading out loud kept us open. Read out loud. That's kept us open. Read out loud, it kept us open. The way this world has me coping. Strapped up, roped in the loop with my troop. In the loop with my troop, roaming. Strapped up, roped in the loop with my troop. Roaming. No. Strapped up, roped in the loop, roaming with my troop. Okay, that's better. I just need to reorganize the order. Cut, space, return, delete, space, hello, delete, delete. Okay. Strapped up, roped in the loop, roaming with my troop. Let's see, it could be showing, glowing, going. Going in. Outgoing. Okay, yeah. Outgoing. Because that's how being with my troop makes me feel. Outgoing. Oh, wait, outgoing? Outgoing. Okay. I like keeping my options open. Interpret written script as chosen. Read out loud, it kept us hoping. The way this world has me coping. Strapped up, roped in a loop, roaming. With my troop, outgoing. Fire! Is somebody screaming fire? Okay. It was me. I spit fire. Okay. Strapped up, roped in the loop, roaming, with my troop outgoing. And the drip is frozen. Cause like my Instagram name is Rain Dripples. So it's like rain drip and it's getting colder. So like you know how there's a lot of meanings to the word cold. Like, ooh, she's cold. Oh, the cold shoulder. Ooh, that's cold. It is cold out here, outside. Um, you know? Rain drip, icicles, frozen. I like icicles. It's a nice word, and when I think of icicles, I think of Frozen, the movie, when Olaf gets impaled. So I could write a funny punchline about that. Let's try it. Okay. Rain dripping hard. It's like a storm. Storm froze. Rain dripping hard, storm frozen. Ice looking sharp. Frozen. Storm frozen. Icicle Okay, I'll use icicle in the next line, but I need something that rhymes with frozen. Motion. Coaching. I don't want to make another rhyme with like an ing minus the G. I don't know what that's called. I want it to be an intricate rhyme, not one that I have to slant. Storm, frozen, ice looking sharp, golden. Storm, frozen. Do I want to keep the same syllables or cut off the last syllable? Rain dripping hard, storm frozen, ice looking sharp, golden. It hits a little bit more, but I could say stones golden. No, just golden, because it works. Icicle, stalagmite. Yeah, they're weird words, but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it into something so good. Just wait. Icicle, stalagmite. I'm so cold. Got my cash right. Or that's right. Get your facts right. Oh, I wanted to use impolite, or not impolite. Does rhyme, but I wanted to use impale. Icicle, impale, stalagmite, impolite. Yeah, it probably does seem random, but listen. There are words that rhyme. Icicle, impale, stalagmite, impolite. Icicle and impale do not rhyme. Icicle, I'm so cold. Okay, I'll move that up here. Icicle, I'm so cold. Impale, stalagmite. Impale. All hail. Parentheses, all hail. all hail, or all hail, like hail, like country boy, all hail, like oh hell. No, okay, it's just all hail. Icicle, I'm so cold, impale, all hail, stalagmite, impolite. One more. Rhyme, meet, rhyme, scheme. Just slant rhyme, I know, but it was only with that one line that I didn't want to be a slant. I like keeping my options open. Interpret written script as chosen. Read out loud, it kept us hoping. The way this world has me coping. The way this world has me coping. I was reading, and then I stopped reading and just was saying, and then I had to read again, so it messed up my rhyme. I like keeping my options open. Interpret written script as chosen. Read out loud, it kept us hoping. The way this world has me coping. Strapped up, roped in the loop, roaming. With my troop, outgoing. Rain dripping hard, the storm frozen. Ice looking sharp, golden. Icicle, I'm so cold. Icicle, icicle, obstacle, impale, all hail. Icicle, chisicle. Ha! It's funny to pronounce words wrong and then rhyme with that pronunciation or mispronunciation. It's funny and it's a real thing in music, so I'm gonna use it. Real in music, so I'm gonna use it. My brain. Chill is icicle, chin wind, icicle, chill wind cold. Icicle, chill wind cold. Icicle, chill wind cold. Impale, winter hail. All hail, all hail. Stalagmite. Let's just put it in a different stanza. See, now that they're in separate paragraphs, they don't have to be related. They're just in the same stream of consciousness. Icicle, Icicle, Chewincle, Impale, Winter Hail, All Hail, Ah Hail, Stalagmite, Impolite, Prime Meat, Rhyme Scream. Yeah. Maybe it's a throwaway. Brainstorming is helpful. Music, real in music. I'm gonna use it. Real in music. I'm gonna use it. Do you think can bitch and abusive rhyme? I just got a pimple. It's swelling. I'm gonna put tea tree oil on it. Real in music. I'm gonna use it. Icicle. Whimsical. Despicable. Chill wind cold. Despicable. Chill wind cold. Impale. Winter hail. All hail. Hail. Stalagmite. Impolite. Prime meat. Rhyme scheme. Real in music. I'm gonna use it. Why is it called blow if you're inhaling it? Why isn't it called sniff? I know there's a reason it's called blow, like a historical thing, but I just think sniff would have been a more accurate name for it, because you don't blow it. Why is it called blow if you're not blowing it? If you blow it, you're kind of just wasting. Is it because you're getting wasted? My brain's so smart. Like, these connections. I'm making connections. Real in music. I'm gonna use it. Stanley Kubrick. Real in music. I'm gonna use it. Like I'm Stanley. Like Stanley Kubrick. Make hit after hit like it's abusive. Make so many hits it's abusive. Make hit after hit. Hit after hit. Cause like Stanley Kubrick made box office hits, or maybe not box office hits, but he's a widely known director for many films, some of which did he direct Lolita? I think he directed Lolita. Lolita. Film director. Uh-huh. Oh, yes. Okay, so there's a C in his name. When I was typing it, there was no C, but it autocorrected. So, what other films did Stanley Kubrick direct? Instead of saying his full name, I'm just gonna use his last name because then it's like cooler or something. I don't know. That's a thing writers do. I don't know what it's called or why they do it. I think when you're talking about a person in history, it's commonly used. Just their last name to refer to them. I guess so that you don't have to repeat the whole name time and time again if you've already used. Okay. But like in the song Beauty and the Beat, Nikki goes, keep an eye out for Selena instead of saying Selena Gomez. And it's a slant rhyme. Or is it a slant rhyme? Is that what a... I don't remember the strict... The cutoff for what a slant rhyme is. Like, is it just one that slightly rhymes? Because, I mean, that does rhyme. But she had to alter it to make it rhyme. I'm pretty sure there's a different name for that. I just don't know what it is. And I knew it at some point. Not anymore. Okay, so instead of just saying direct hit after hit, or just saying hit after hit, I'm gonna add direct. Real in music. I'm gonna use it. Like I'm... Okay, I know how to do this now. Hit after hit like I'm Kubrick. Yes. Directing. Direct impact. semicolon abusive, because I don't know what else to put there. Direct impact, like it's abusive, as if it's abusive, because it's abusive, call it abusive, is it abusive, must be abusive, get abusive, got abusive, that could be one. Direct impact, got abusive. Okay, yeah. Instead of saying get abusive, like a command or demand or direction. Oh, but that kind of makes sense. Like direct impact. It's a direction to tell. To speak the words get abusive. It's the direction. Spoken like a demand. Directors demand. Okay. Get abusive. Okay. I'm gonna put in parentheses get / got abusive, meaning either one, but not both. Without the parentheses, it means either one or both. That's how my literature works. Okay, these are my rules to my written words. Real in music, I'm gonna use it. Hit after hit, like I'm Kubrick. Direct impact, get got abusive. So I guess I could use both, but they're in parentheses to imply that to recommend that one or the other may flow better. I like keeping my options open. Interpret written script as chosen. Read out loud. Because it's kept us hoping. Read out loud because it's kept us hoping. The way this world has me coping. Strapped up, roped in the loop, roaming. With my troop, outgoing. Rain dripping hard, stone frozen. Stone frozen or storm frozen? Okay, this is where slash comes in. Storm stone frozen, storm frozen, storm stone frozen, storm frozen, stone frozen. Because storm can relate to rain and hail, but like stone frozen is a common phrase that's used together. So ice looking sharp, golden, icicle, whimsical, despicable, chilling cold, impale, winter hail, all hail, slagmite, impolite, prime meat, rhyme scheme, real in music, I'm gonna use it, hit after hit, like I'm Kubrick, direct impact, yet got abusive, get abusive. Getting abusive. No, either get or got. My throat's dying. I missed 120. So, oh well. I'm not gonna edit that for the time's sake. But, I'd say we made another inspirational masterpiece. Incomplete masterpiece. Ooh, that's what I'm naming it. Because a lot of people can describe themselves as incomplete masterpiece. Wait. Masterpiece in progress. Or working masterpiece? No. Oh. Working out my strong suit. Working on or working out? Here comes the slash. Working. Okay, so every now and then I'm reminded of a moment when someone chose to be vulnerable and wanted to show me the songs they write in their notes app. And I don't know what was going through my head, but I just scrolled through. I didn't actually look at it. And I was like, cool. And then passed it on. And they're like you can actually read it. Like, read it. Like, actually read the words I wrote. I think I didn't want to because I didn't want to look into their mind like that. And it scared me just a little bit to see their self-expression, which, see, I think of it and it troubles me because it's like they watched me refuse to read their self-expression, and I can understand how that might feel. And I like them a lot, so it kind of confuses me. And then I think about it a second longer, and I'm like, oh yeah, probably might be because that closeness or that level of intimacy brought me discomfort, made me uncomfortable. And so, since it disturbed me on some level, I rejected it. And that could have hurt. And I didn't register that in the moment. So then I registered it, processed, and then it was too late to do anything about it. That's probably why it bothers me. I don't think I'm like that anymore. That was a while ago. Last year. I think sometime this month, last year, actually. Working out my strong suit, rocked out. Rock on. Working out my strong suit. Rock on, walking in heels too. Walking in, working out my strong suit. Walking in heels too. Rocked on like a rap star. We could pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Wishing on planes, wishing planes. How's the syllables on this? Let's check. Rock on like rap stars. Rock on like rap stars. Wishing planes were shooting stars. Too many. Wish planes were shooting stars. Just one now. Rock on like a rap star. Okay, now we're good. Wish planes were shooting stars. Working out my strong suit. Walking in heels boo. Rock on like a rap star. Wish planes were shooting stars. Okay, yes, it's a repeat. It's repetitive. It's not a rhyme. But the first one is singular. The second one is plural. So they're technically not the same word. Technically, they are the same word. So whatever. People use the same word for lyrics. Okay, anyway. New stanza. At night, pretend I'm a bird soaring through the sky. Something that rhymes with night. Moonlight. We end up life or lives. Whole life, whole lives. Life. At night, pretend I'm a bird soaring through the sky. Moonlight, we end up lasting our whole life. Pretend, pretend I'm a bird soaring through sky. 9. We end up lasting our whole life. Our. Okay. Just depends how I say it. At night, pretend I'm a bird soaring through the sky. Moonlight, we end up lasting our whole lives. Gray skies. Raised eyes, living lives, ruling with blurred lines. I'm adding to a previous stanza because I'm going with the cold theme, and I remembered the sniff blow thing I brought up earlier. Catch a cold, sniff blow, pure snow, got us old. Catch a cold, got us old. Catch, get us old. Catch a cold, sniff blow, pure snow, get up sold. Stalagmite, impolite, prime meat. Stalagmite, been impolite, prime meat, crime scheme. Reel in music, I'm gonna use it. Hit after hit like I'm Kubrick. Direct impact got abusive. Working out my strong suit, walking in heels, boo, rock on like a rap star. Rocking on like rap stars. Rocking on like rap stars. Wish planes were a shooting star. Wish that plane. Wish your plane. Wish that plane. Wish the plane. Wishing planes. Wish a plane were a shooting star. Wish a plane were a shooting star. Rocking on like rap stars. We're rocking on like we're rap stars. Wish a plane were a shooting star. I don't remember which one. Was it 7 or 8? Rocking on like we're rap stars. Wish a plane were a shooting star. Okay, yeah, we're good now. Reel in music. I'm gonna use it. Hit. I'm gonna Use it. Hit after hit like a Kubrick. Direct impact got abusive. Working out my strong suit. Walking in. Heels boo. Work, rocking on like a rap star. Wish you're playing. We're a shooting star. At night. Pretend I'm a bird soaring through the sky. Pretend I'm a bird. Pretend I'm a bird soaring through the sky. Moonlight. What? At night. At night. At night. At night. Pretend I'm a bird soaring through the sky. Moonlight. We end up lasting our whole lives. At night, pretend I'm a bird soaring skies. At night, pretend I'm a bird soaring skies. Moonlight, we end up lasting our whole lives. Gray skies. Wait. Gray sky. Living lives ruling with blurred lines. We end up lasting our whole lives. Living lives ruling with blurred lines. Be my wife. Interesting. Just for humor's sake. Also because some people make me think intensely. Be my wife. Living lives, ruling with blurred lines. Be my wife. Gray sky. Be my wife. At night, Pretend I'm a bird soaring skies. Moonlight, we end up lasting our whole lives. Gray sky, living within rules and blurred lines. Live within rules and blurred lines. Be my wife. Find a love you want to cherish all your life. So I used lives, or no, lives, live, and life. And wife, and night, and moonlight, and gray sky. The words kind of make sense in relation to each other. You can't say that for many things in your day-to-day. Because that's been a reoccurring thought, or possibly something my anxious mind tells me is that this doesn't make sense. And it used to make sense, and now it doesn't. Or it never made sense, but at least it felt right. Or did it? I don't know. You know what? Those are feelings I want to express in written word. So thought about timing, what's been happening, been not be. Thought about timing, what's been happening. If it's real, does it make sense? Thought about timing, what's been happening, if it's real, does it make sense? If it's fake, why pretend? If it's real, if we were real, when we met. We can't go back again. Why don't we men or try if it's real, doesn't make sense. If we were real when we met, thought about timing, what's been happening. If it's real, doesn't make sense. If we were real when we met, we can't go back again. Why don't we mend if it's fake? Why pretend? You understand? And I get reasons why. Reasons for our dead end. Still love and we come again. It's nothing now for us to regret. Okay, the second to last line, it's nothing now. That's a good line because, and I'll explain it to you. Listen. I think it's a really good line because at first it's like, it's nothing now. Oh, that's sad. Oh, we talk about ending, it's over, it's nothing, it never happened. And then for us to regret finishing the sentence. Didn't let me finish. That's why it's so good. It's because as the line starts, it gives the impression that when all sad. But if you let me finish, then it's like, aw, glad. Ah. Okay, so let me finish is too many syllables. So I deleted me, so it would be let finish. I could do let's finish, but the word prediction thing said let love finish. And I kind of like that, but let's finish fits the flow. And I'm gonna put let's finish in asterisks as if it's roleplay. So you can imagine like, oh, okay, we're allowed to finish then. It says let's finish, so okay. You understand how roleplay works, yes? Like in roleplay chat rooms when we were younger, or just like, I don't know. Like, if you read subtitles instead of asterisks, it's usually a bracket on each end. Anyway. Oh, the brackets are used in scripts. It's transcripted into subtitles or closed captions. That's the difference between asterisks and line reading. Had me like, oh, sad. Let's finish. Oh, glad. You said, say cat. Looking like I'd tap that. Didn't though. And that's all facts. Couldn't anyway. I heard hard pass. And that's the story of rejection. RSD, but I don't know what the S stands for. Rejection sensitive dysphoria. Had me like, all sad, let's finish. All glad. You said, say cap. Looking like I tapped that. Didn't though, that's all facts. Couldn't anyway. Cause I heard hard pass. See, the dysphoria part comes in because that's what I heard, but that's not what was said. And then the verse talking about blurred lines comes back in. Yeah. And then it's a complete story. This is kind of long. November 2nd, 2021 at 2:21 a.m. Those numbers. So fit. So, what's the British word? There's a British slang. British slang synonym fit. Ping, 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 ping. I forgot what I was using it for. I think I should be done streaming, but I'm still writing. And it's just bright, and I'm uncomfortable in that position now. So I'm probably gonna cut it off soon. One more time. I'm not adding any more to this one because the time is just too perfect. But I'll read it as a whole. Masterpiece in progress. I like keeping my. I read the title as a lyric. I like keeping my options open. Interpret written script as chosen. Read out loud because it kept us hoping. The way this world has me coping. Strapped up, roped in the loop, roaming. With my troop outgoing. Rain dripping hard, storm frozen. Ice looking sharp, golden. Icicle, whimsical, despicable, chilling, chilling cold. Impale, winter hail. All hail. Catch a cold, sniff blow. Pure snow, get us old. Stalagmite, been impolite. Prime meat, rhyme scheme. Real in music. I'm gonna use it. Hit after hit like I'm Kubrick. Direct impact got abusive. Working out my strong suit. Walking in, heels boo. Rocking on like we're rap stars. Wish a plane were a shooting star. At night, pretend I'm a bird soaring skies. Moonlight, we end up blasting our whole lives. Gray sky, live within rules and blurred lines. Be my wife, find the love you want to cherish all your life. Thought about timing, what's been happening. If it's real, does it make sense? If we were real when we met. If we were real when we met. Was it real? Make it an open-ended question. Ah shit, I edited it and now it's a different time. 2:29. Fuck. Okay, fuck. Whatever. Working out my strong suit. Oh wait, no. Thought about timing. What's been happening? If it's real, does it make sense? Was it real when we met? Can't go back again. Why don't we men? If it's fake, why pretend? You understand and I get reasons for our dead end. Still love and good come again. It's nothing now for us to regret. Have me like all sad. Let's finish all glad. You said, say cap. Looking like I tapped that. Didn't though, and that's all facts. Couldn't anyway, 'cause I heard hard pass. Couldn't anyway. Didn't though, and that's all facts. Couldn't anyway, 'cause I heard hard pass. 'Cause I heard facts anyway, heard hard pass. I'm editing it again because the time has already been compromised, so had me like all sad. Let's finish all glad. You said say cat. Looking like a tap that. Didn't though, that's all facts. Couldn't anyway, 'cause I heard. Couldn't anyway, 'cause I heard. Couldn't anyway, I heard. couldn't cause I heard hard pass. Didn't though, and that's all facts. Couldn't cause I heard that's all pass. Wait, couldn't cause... What a fucking table. I didn't mean to make a table. Delete the table. Don't make another table. Delete table. And delete this table too. Delete. Delete. Okay. Couldn't cause I heard... You know, I didn't want to read the lyrics they offered to read. Yes, because of my discomfort of intimacy with someone that actually had me feeling vulnerable. And that's a valid reason, but also because around that time, I had my notes app read. It popped up in front of someone who wasn't meant to see it. I didn't offer them to read it. That's the difference between the situation I had and the one they had. Anyway, I didn't offer to read it, but it popped up and I was embarrassed, so I laughed because it was directly about them. It's not like I was gonna share it with anyone else, but yeah, I exposed myself. And then I was thinking about that as this person offered me to read their work. As they offered, they were like, yeah, I like using my notes app because you can use different fonts and formats. And to me, it sounded like, this is how I use my notes app, and I know what you use your note app for. And I guess I started spiraling in my head, like a mental thought spiral, just like, okay, if you know about that, then you had to find out somehow. And you weren't in the room watching it happen, so someone must have had to tell you. That means someone was talking about something I was involved with. That means you have a perception of me that is out of my control. And you're not judging it. But I know there is judgment that you're choosing not to say out of respect or kindness or I don't know, but since it wasn't absolutely transparent, it had me like how I look now. Because I felt that my vulnerability because I felt violated in my own vulnerability. I might have indirectly, unintentionally lost an opportunity and I didn't even realize it. Because of a whole ton of subconscious things that was happening that I was ill prepared to process. And that just leads down to a whole nother root tangent. And that tangent leads to a whole nother root of issues. So, subconscious self-sabotage. I like how those syllables sound coming out the mouth. So I'm gonna create another note and write that. That's all fine. Cause. Subconscious self-sabotage. So I took my meds, including the Adderall, way late in the day, as soon as I woke up, around 4. And that could be contributing to my burst of inspiration and drive at 2:40 a.m. Subconscious self-sabotage. Remember what you're here for. Remember what is your cause. Subconscious self-sabotage. Remember what is your cause. Not just when times, not just war. Remember what is your cause? Forgetting about struck chords. Romantic nostalgia hides discomfort. Forget about those struck chords. Romantic nostalgia. Forget about those struck chords. Romantic nostalgia hides discomfort. I don't remember what the first line of syllables had. How many syllables were in the first line? Okay. It's getting late. My brain's scrambled. My voice is getting very dry. Subconscious self-sabotage. Remember what? Here's your cause. Forget about those struck chords. Romantic nostalgia hides discomfort. Romantic nostalgia hiding discomfort. Romantic nostalgia hides discomfort. Forget about those struck chords. Romantic nostalgia. Nostalgic romance. Remember what is their cause. 7. Nostalgic romance. Hiding. Sabotage. Cause. Chords. Okay. Sabotage. Cause. Chords. Faux pas. Subconscious Self-sabotage. Remember, what is your cause? Forget about those struck chords. Nostalgic romance. Faux. Okay, let's just switch the order of those lines. Self-sabotage. Remember what is your cause? Nostalgic romance. Faux. Nostalgic romance. Faux. Forget about those struck chords. Forget about those struck chords, hidden in piles of hoard, plain sight, paying tight, glamorized. mindset poor. So I play on words because it's like a poor mindset. So that's the whole play on these words. That's it. Subconscious self-sabotage. Remember why these are cause. Nostalgic romantopause. Forget about those struck chords. Hidden in piles of hoard. Plain sight. Plain tight. Glamorize. Mindset poor. Oops. What am I here for? Oh yeah, getting right in my very core. Sometimes life's a chore. So much so I don't wanna do no more. Much so I don't do it no more. So much so I don't do it no more. Oops, what am I here for? Oh yeah, getting right in my very core. Sometimes life's a chore. So much so I don't do it no more. So apparently writing lyrics is how I express myself. That's for sure. And then yes, it's therapeutic. Apparently, I'm answering a lot of hard life questions with ease. It's fun. Maybe I am hyperfixating, and that's part of the pattern and the process. Maybe this is a part of the cycle. Going through it is how you break it, isn't it? Or going through it is how you dismantle it? Yeah, that's how every dystopian movie plot goes. Okay. Oops, what am I here for? Oh yeah, getting right in my very core. Sometimes life's a chore. So much so I don't do it no more. So what do I do this for? I clean up. Mine. Clean up mine's messy floor. So what do I do this for? I clean up mine's messy floor. Find out, find how love unlocks and goes. Maya's scanning it, yes. Okay, another pranker. She said I found it. Oh, she found Saints Row 2! Pussy wet. Wet ass pussy. Why? And she's barking. Yay! Oh, she found it online. You found it online. Okay. Subconscious self-sabotage. Remember what? Here's your cards. Nostalgic romance. Faux pas. Forget a guy. Those struck chords. Hidden in piles of horror. Plain sight. Plain tight. Glamorize. Mindset core. Oops, what am I here for? Oh yeah, getting right in my very core. Sometimes life's a chore. So much so I don't do it no more. So what do I do this for? Clean up mine's messy floor. And how love unlocks some doors. Discover worlds never seen before. And I'm starting to get thirsty and there's water right next to me, but I really don't want to because I just Have thoughts I need to finish writing through. So what do I do this for? I clean up mind's messy floor, find how love unlocks some doors, discover worlds never seen before. And I guess get a paying job. Or I guess make paid labor. Work for weeks for favor, savor. Go on weeks for slaving over weeks for money to savor. God forbid I do any favors. I don't know exactly what that means, but it goes with the flow and feels deep. It can mean many things, and I don't know the first thing. And I guess make paid labor, slaving over weeks from slaving over weeks, slaving for weeks over money to savor. And I guess make paid labor, slaving for weeks over money to savor. God forbid I do any favors. And then Kamaya sent me the website she's getting same photo from. Thrift books for $9, specifically $8.49. For Luke games for 12 to $20. She says the expensive one might be better. I mean, it might be more legit if their price is higher. Because if it's too cheap, it could be scammed. So I see the logic, but what makes you say that? I saw someone mention the website on Amazon. Oh, see, that's the reason I didn't consider. Saw someone mention the website on Amazon and thrift books don't get good reviews like that. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm done with this one. Subconscious self-sabotage. Remember what is your cause? Nostalgic or mental pause. Forget about those struck chords, hidden in piles of hoard, plain sight, clean tight, glamorized, mindset poor. Eh, eh, eh. I meant to say eh, but I sent big twice. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm done, and I think the longer I stream, the more I'm tempted to just like not stop ever writing sick rhymes about truthful times. So my brain is stuck in this way of thinking. So I'm gonna go.